Welcome back to the Pumpkin Patch, and welcome back to Days of Halloween, our 31 straight day dedication to all things Halloween. I mean, you could probably argue that just this studio and this channel and my wardrobe is a dedication to all things Halloween. But here on the Fall Horsemen channel, we'll be doing 31 straight days of movie recommendations, other media recommendations. But today is a special day for Days of Halloween because today is Friday. You know what that means? Actually, you probably don't, because we just started this. But every Friday in October, we're going to be doing something called Streaming Friday. That's where we pick one particular streaming service, and we feature films just from that actual service. That way you can just sit down, turn it on, and just go to town. Spend the entire day vegged out on the couch, eating candy corn, probably regretting your decisions in life, but still doing it anyway, because, you know, it's Halloween, and you should treat yourself. Trick or treat yourself. So without further ado, let's go straight into Streaming Friday and check out what Netflix has to offer us on the first day of Halloween for 2021. Our selection for the Halloween classic of the day goes to the 2020 film Hubie Halloween. So, Adam Sandler and his buddies are going to take all their talents up to Massachusetts and do a typical Adam Sandler comedy. But this time, it's got a spooky twist because it's set in Salem. For full disclosure, I am not a Adam Sandler, super fan. I did grow up watching his movies. I do enjoy most of them. I mean, I'm not a fan of Jack and Jill. Let's just put that out there. That movie was terrible. I find it to be just goofy fun, but I really love it when he does spooky stuff. Hubie Halloween is the story of a guy who works at a deli and is disrespected by the entire town. The whole town of Salem plays pranks on Adam Sandler. But Adam Sandler has sworn that he is going to protect the town of Salem because he's the Halloween helper. So he's going to keep Salem safe during Halloween. And guess what? Today's Halloween. And they're probably going to need his help more than ever this year. Because there's kidnappings going on and only Adam Sandler can stop it. I mean, Hubie can stop it. He's not Adam Sandler. Stop calling him Adam Sandler. I mean, he plays the same character in basically every movie. Sometimes he has an accent, sometimes he doesn't, sometimes he's dressed like his sister. But his name is Hubie. It is not Adam Sandler. The movie itself just drips that traditional Hollywood Halloween feel, the hay bales, the trick-or-treating, just that feel that you get from Halloween movies. This movie has it in abundance. Also, interesting fact, Mr. Sandler has been on this list many times, actually. Last season during Days of Halloween, he appeared twice, because he's in both Hotel Transylvania and Hotel Transylvania 2. And surprisingly enough, same crew, same people. So, Mr. Sandler, or Hubie, or Jack, or, Waterboy, Wedding Singer, please keep making spooky movies, because you're really good at it, and I really appreciate it. Just keep making them. And the world needs more Halloween fun movies. I'm gonna need you to keep making them. I mean, don't worry so much about giving your character a name. I mean, it kind of works, but nonetheless, if you need some story ideas, just give your boy a call. I'll write the movie. It'll be called Adam Sandler and his friends fight for Halloween justice forever. No? I don't know. We can talk about it over a deli sandwich, because that's what you do, right? Hubie works at a deli. Definitely check the movie out. A lot of fun. I think you guys will like it. A lot of people give it a bad rap because it's Adam Sandler, but you know what? Don't listen to the haters. The haters are always going to tell you things are bad. So just watch it for yourself. Let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Our selection for the overlooked horror film of the day goes to the 2018 film Cam. This film was directed by Daniel Goldhaber? You know what? We already started. October 1st already. And I can't pronounce directors' last names. It was also written by Issa Mazai. Seriously, I can't say her name either! It was also written by Issa Mazai. This is both of their first films. The two of them have been friends for a very, very long time. But what they decided to do was work together on a project from the script that Mazai had that she based on actually being a webcam girl. She decided that she wanted to do a documentary and no one really took her seriously. But she took the stories that she had and she turned it into a horror film, and this is Cam. This film was produced by, drumroll please, Blumhouse. The film stars Madeline Brewer from The Handmaid's Tale as Alice. She's a cam girl who's trying to make it to the top of this webcam service that she's working at. The film itself kind of twists in and out of the seedy underground world of online modeling, and then realizes that one day she's locked out of her account. Why is she locked out of her account? Turns out she's not, because her account is still active, and there's someone that looks exactly like her doing stuff on a webcam in a place that looks exactly like hers. What's going on? So at the end of the day, Alice has to figure out exactly what's going to happen. She's going to have to enlist some help to actually get to the bottom of this weird takeover of her channel. And why does this person look just like her? The film is excellently paced. It centers around a lot of tension and a lot of mystery. Plus, added to the mix is this world in which, for some people, it can definitely put you in an uncomfortable place to watch this type of world. But at the end of the day, it does make for good horror. It makes you feel uncomfortable. It's got a good hook. It's got a good mystery. It's got great performances. The director and the writer have been friends since high school. They filmed this movie in only 20 days. Now, I just have to make sure that no one who looks like me is trying to take over my channel. I don't think that James Hetfield is looking to do any YouTube work right now, but I may be wrong. If you're looking for something completely different than a normal horror film, highly recommend Cam. It's going to give you some Us vibes. It's a great movie. Check it out. Our first selection for the late night double feature picture show goes to the 2017 film The Babysitter. Pumpkin Patch, you know, I'm a fan of horror movies that involve babysitters. I mean, I think it's well documented that I do like horror movies that involve babysitters. Usually, I just prefer it when it's a dude in a white mask killing them off. But in The Babysitter, it's the titular babysitter that's doing the killing. And surprisingly enough, I'm actually into that too. Especially when a babysitter happens to be Samara Weaving, who we featured last year on Days of Halloween for Ready or Not. In fact, she made this movie right before making Ready or Not, so this is her first dive into horror feature films. Also, she was in Ash vs. the Evil Dead, so she's really starting to get to know her way around horror films. Hugo Weaving's niece is really starting to find her place as a scream queen. But at the end of the day, all I can say is that the niece of Agent Smith from The Matrix is playing a devil-worshipping killer babysitter. Wait. Now I really want to see a movie of her and Michael Myers like fighting it out throughout the whole film until the end when they realize, you know what, they got so much more in common than they have differences, and then they team up and then they kill everybody. And it all happens on Halloween. I'm a real sucker for happy endings though. And our second selection for the late night double feature picture show goes Army of the Dead. Alright, calm down. I know that a lot of people have some issues with this film, but it's actually a really, really fun watch. I don't really know what more I can say about this movie. The review that we did earlier this year, you should go check that out. It's a little bit more in depth. I think that a lot of people wanted more out of this film, and that's the reason why it kind of gets a bad rap. But if you go in just looking for a fun zombie flick, I think you're gonna get it. Basically, it's about a team of soldiers and criminals that have to break into a safe in Las Vegas. Only Las Vegas ain't Las Vegas no more. Las Vegas is Lost Vegas, because it's become the giant holding pen for the zombie apocalypse. It's a fun film that follows Dave Bautista as he tries to get his life back on track. He tries to make amends with his daughter and ultimately open a food truck. Wait a minute. Does everyone who opens a food truck have to go through something like this? WWE training, then learning how to act, then like going into a zombie city? I don't know if my dream of opening up my food truck is gonna actually happen. I can't go through that kind of training. I'm not Dave Bautista. How am I gonna open up dump trucks? Dump truck, it's a food truck that just sells dump cakes. You know what I mean? But it's a fun film. Just give it a try. I think you guys might like it. It is hyper violent, hyper stylized, but it's a fun film, and it has great performances throughout. And our selection for the Halloween and other media goes to Stranger Things. All right, Pumpkin Patch. I don't even know where to start with this. There are 3 seasons of Stranger Things. You're probably at least vaguely familiar. But ultimately, it's The Goonies meets E.T. meets The Stand meets, I don't know, The Shining, The Fly. I don't know, Night of the Living Dead. And there's a lot of stuff going on in Stranger Things. It is very hard to pin it down into one particular subgenre, but the one thing it definitely has more than anything else is a lot of 80s nostalgia. So if you're into 80s nostalgia, Stranger Things has you in spades. It has absolutely fantastic performances. Millie Bobby Brown is great. Kate Matazzaro is fantastic. Joe Keery is my man, because I stan Steve Harrington. That is my heart and my soul. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that's the reason why I keep watching the show. That's the reason why season 3 is my favorite, because he's Scoopy Steve, and he's amazing. He should have won an Oscar, and I know that you don't give Oscars to TV shows, but you know what? They should have made an exception for Steve Harrington, because he is the best babysitter ever, and I love him. And he can really rock a members-only jacket, so, you know, there's that. If you are even on the fence about watching Stranger Things, I highly recommend you at least give the first season 3 or 4 episodes. It's got a lot of mystery in the first season. It's got a lot of character building. This show is built around falling in love with the characters. You start to enjoy the world in which they live in, but really you watch it to see these characters grow. And it's especially powerful since most of the actors are children in this series, so you actually get to see them grow physically, not just emotionally and mentally. So give it a try if you haven't already. I mean, honestly, this is probably falling on deaf ears because I'm pretty sure most people have probably already seen Stranger Things that have Netflix. And if you don't, might I introduce you to the internet? Can I introduce you to Bluetooth? Can I introduce you? You know, you can just dial people up and they just bring you food now, like from anywhere? That's pretty cool too. Season 4 will be releasing soon. At the time of the recording, there's no release date. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Friends don't lie. Alright, Pumpkin Patch, that does it for today's episode of Days of Halloween. For October the 1st, streaming Fridays. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Let us know down in the comments which movies that you've seen. Did we miss something from Netflix that you really, really liked? Are you a fan of Stranger Things? Do you really, really love it? Let us know down below. Also, if you don't mind, please click or treat. That's where you like, share, subscribe, and you ring that notification bell. Feel free to stalk us on all the social media sites. We got a lot of stuff coming out this month, as you can probably imagine, being the Fall Horsemen and it being full-blown fall. We would really, really love to hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers by Halloween. So please, if you don't mind, share the love. Let them know that we exist. But thank you guys for watching, and thank you for riding with the Fall Horsemen, where Halloween lives and fall is forever. The film Days of Halloween. I hit that thing. Let's ride. So Adam Sandler and his friend, you know what? Time out. But definitely check the fun out. And I gotta stop hitting stuff. No, it's not. We're gonna do this because maybe that way I can actually cheat a little bit and actually read while still looking at the camera. Very fun. Hold on. Really? Again? Hold on. Which, I mean, it was also written by... Damn it! With the lantern. This film was... The film is excellently... For more than... well documented. That, Can't see it. So she's really starting to get her know... Yes, that's Butterscotch. All day. Mouth breather. I don't know any other Stranger Things like lines. But that's what you've been missing if you've been missing Stranger Things. Exact release date, and I'm tapping this lantern again. I'm a sucker for a happy ending.